Welcome to PPR Podcast number 227. It seems like this kid has been around forever, Bert.
It does.
My name is Rudy. Bert, who's in the hot seat?
Zach Benitez, who, like you said, seems like he's been around forever. I remember watching him win Pop Warner championships, youth football championships. I think you won with Cooper and Barnett, a couple different ones, and Open, Division I. Did you ever lose, or what goes on with that?
Well, how many rings do you?
Go ahead.
How many rings do you have right now?
Total, I would say like around like 5 or 6, around there.
Well, run them down for us. Which ones are they?
I won the Q Bowl my 9th year with Lost Toro Bulls, and then 12U we won with the San Diego Bolts, which was with Coach Coop. 13U we won that year as well, and then 14 when I played with La Costa, we won that one as well. And then Open Division and Division I for my high school.
Do you have them all still?
I have the recent ones, the Open Division and the D1.
Show us those. Show us those real quick. You got them? Grab them.
Let me see if I have them.
Let me see if I have them. You have them right there.
No, I think they're in my bag. You want me to grab them?
Yeah, go hurry up. Go grab them real quick. Grab them. I mean, how many rings do you have?
I got a blue bonnet bowl ring from.
A blue bonnet bowl ring.
Yeah, they don't even have that bowl anymore.
What did they came when you were Cracker Jacks for lunch or something?
No, you know what? I coached at St. Augustine's and we won the CIF championship one year.
What did you get for St. Augustine? What section was that? What division?
It was 3 back then, but that was before the current one. 3 was probably the best one back then.
Because that was Cathedral or Uni or whatever?
Who did we play? Point Loma we beat in the championship.
All right, so show us the rings. Hold them up there.
So this is the Open Division, and then this is a D1.
Oh man, they're very.
Look at those. Yeah,
Dude,
the ring I got at Saints doesn't look like that.
Yeah, can I just say those are nice rings, and
They really are, yeah.
and I guess that's where the theme of this conversation is going to go. It sets up, young man, you play some of your best football when the stakes are highest. Well, what do you attribute that to?
It's really all thanks to my coaches, to be honest. They really put our team in the best position to win games, obviously, and it's worked for the past 3 years. Even when I wasn't there, they won CIF and then won state, which that's my main goal, to win state. So hopefully this year we get it done. But it's really all thanks to the coaches. They really know the game well, and they put a lot of trust into me, and not only me but the whole team. So it's like if we like something that we want to do, the coaches will trust us. But obviously, if it's not there, they're gonna switch up the game plan, and we'll trust them. So they allow us to ball out and win games.
I want to go back to, I think one of the most impressive things I've seen since we've been doing PPR is your freshman year. Just the way you handled everything was just remarkable, because I remember being a freshman and playing freshman football, and I couldn't do anything. And I ended up being a 5-star, and I couldn't do anything as a freshman. But, I mean, to take it back, that people don't know, you played Helix. I remember, this is a freshman, played Helix, then played Carlsbad at Carlsbad, Julian Sayin. Then in the Open, played Lincoln with Achilles Smith, and probably one of the best defense I've ever seen. How, were you 14 years old then or something?
15.
I was 15.
Yeah, you were 15. I remember asking
And I think
that.
we had them on, remember, at a game of the week, and you seemed so nervous on camera, but then you get in front of these huge games, and it was like you had no nerves at all. What is that about?
I don't know, when the cameras are on me and I'm put on the spot, I definitely get somewhat nervous. But on the field, it's a lot more different. I'm really calm and composed, because if I'm all over the place, then obviously my O-line, my receivers, they're gonna be reflect the energy with me. But so I have to remain calm, and I've always been calm throughout youth and then high school. I've never really folded under pressure. Me personally, I feel like I do better when there's pressure. I'm able to stay composed and make plays happen.
I got to be honest, because we did that game of the week when you were a freshman, and you were so nervous on camera. I'm like, oh man, these guys are in trouble. He's going to fold. And then you just had this historic season. I'm like, how can you be nervous talking to us, but you go into these huge games? And it was just crazy to me.
I'm telling
I think it was the Madison game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I was really nervous that game.
You probably don't know the name, but to me, every time I see you take the field, you look like Steve McNair. I think now the late Steve McNair. Didn't he pass away? Didn't he have?
His girlfriend he was having an affair with shot and killed him.
Yeah, right.
You bring up good stuff.
Prior, take that out of the equation.
Yeah.
The way you play and your body type, it reminds me of Steve McNair, who played for the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a compliment, but I'm going to guess if I said the name Steve McNair, you probably have no idea who I'm talking about.
To be honest, no, I don't.
Really? You
Yeah.
gotta get on Netflix. They got a documentary. about
When
it.
you get a chance on YouTube the next time you're surfing around, just pull him up and look at some of his highlights. You'll see what a compliment I just paid you because he was really good.
Hold up, let's test him real quick.
Okay.
Zach, you ever hear of Fran Tarkington?
Nah.
Oh my goodness, we're old.
I know. You know, it's funny when you go see those highlights now. They look like
I know.
each day it looks like the Four Horsemen. You know, whatever it is about the video quality, everything just deteriorates and everything looks old.
All right, I got to ask Zach this too, because we had Rocket Demery on here, and I want to talk about all the receivers you got that transferred in this year. He's one of them. We brought up like your 707 outfits, like you were wearing pajamas and like SpongeBob hats and like what? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I did.
So do you do that on purpose? What's with that?
I mean, it's really just for like the fashion and the style, but and it was also cold out there. We were in like I think near Huntington Beach, and we had a 7-on-7 tournament, and I already had the sweats on. I just put the hoodie on with it, stay warm. But it's not like I guess I see like the SpongeBob reference, but it's the designer is called Denim Tears. That's what it's called.
So it wasn't supposed to be SpongeBob.
It
Nah.
just looked like pajamas. But so do you so you're with Fast Camp. Every time you do a 7-on-7 tournament, you lay out your outfit for that tournament like you would for like prom or something?
I mean, yeah, I'll get the uniforms, and then I'll either get like some sweatpants or some regular shorts, and I'll just lay it out for the weekend.
Hey, by the way, from your cell phone, send me some of the 7-on-7 pictures of those outfits. Could you please? I'm going to leave you my phone number because I'm going to edit this in a couple hours and I want to have them when I'm editing because I just need a couple full body shots of your outfits, okay?
Okay, I got you.
All right. With that said, we had Troy Huhn on last week.
Yeah.
And we asked him to name, and I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, Zach. We asked him to name the best quarterbacks in the county, not named Troy Huhn, who, by the way, is, I'm sure you've seen the rankings. He's considered number one going into the season. And your name came up. The fact that one of your peers, who's highly regarded quarterback, by some estimations, the 6th-ranked quarterback in the country is Troy Huhn, and he mentioned your name as one of the best in the county. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, especially coming from, a peer and seeing the great things he's done, especially going into Penn State. So that's like a big thing that like I take from him. And he also trains we also train with the same trainer, Danny Hernandez. So it's obviously like it feels good seeing that like my peers see something in me going into like my future as well. But props to him. He's doing great things, and I'm also like glad I keep playing him freshman, sophomore, and then going into this year. So it's great playing against him.
Let me just follow up on that because I want to ask you the same question. In your view, what are the 3 best quarterbacks not named Zach Benitez?
I would go Troy, Cash, and Quinn. Those are my top 3.
So basically, you guys are in agreement. I think he's
kind of the same, man.
And what separates those guys from, say, someone like yourself?
I mean, they're obviously they're all class of 2026, so it's kind of like it's not hard to compare, but I say they've had more development so far, but I'm pretty sure like as I get to this junior year, it's going to be a way bigger difference between my freshman and sophomore year because I'm mentally more prepared going into this season. So I'll definitely be a top guy by the end of this year.
I think I saw Kelly Smith Sr. say Zach was his number 1 quarterback in San Diego.
Well, Zach, I'll tell you why I would give you a vote is you play your best football when there's the most money on the table. And I say that, theoretically. And It's just when the chips are high, you seem to make big plays, and God bless. That's a unique gift to have, son.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's got to be. I mean, everybody has an ego. So I'm going to go over your reminder. This is freshman and sophomore. You have an Open Championship, D1 Championship. You have a 110 QB rating. You have 4,700 yards in that time. You have 50 TDs and 13 interceptions. This is freshman and sophomore against
Top
arguably as good as competition you can get. You got to be at some point like, why am I not ranked number one? What is this? Because at some point, it's like, look at the numbers, look at the championships. I mean, you have to feel that it's somewhat ego-wise. You got to be like, what else do I need to do?
Yeah, there's definitely times where I sit back and think like, is there anything that I'm doing wrong? But I don't like to look at that like as a negative way. I just, I'm really just trusting the process, and with my parents, God, and my coaches helping me, I really believe that they're gonna push me and they make me number one. So I'm really trusting it, but I still hold a grudge on it. I believe like I should be number one.
Well, some of it's age too. I mean, I think you get marked down just because you're an underclassman. They figure in time you're going to have your moment in the sun. We do that on the PPR where there might even be an underclassman that's better than a specific upperclassman, but because we know he's going to be around next year or the year after, that we
flowers then.
Yeah, you'll get your flowers then. So I don't know that I would take it too personally, but I do ask you this because this is about the time. I imagine your phone is ringing. You have to make a college decision at some point, do you not?
Yes, sir.
So what?
No, he's only he's going to be a junior.
Okay, but well,
He's got a good
Troy Huhn was already made his Penn State decision as a junior, going into his junior year, hadn't he?
No, I think that was after his junior.
All right. So then, let me rephrase the question. At what point do you start making college plans?
Well, recently a couple of colleges have like texted me and called me, and I'm still like I'm not really leaning towards certain schools of what I like, but I've been to like multiple camps and like college camps as well. So that's kind of like helping me get a feeling of like the relationship with the coaches, and then later on in the recruiting process, hopefully go on visits, and that'll really like determine like what my decision is.
You want to get that done before the president gets involved in the NIL money. You don't want a cap on your NIL money. Are you following any of that?
As of now, not like nothing has come with like NIL.
Me either. We're here. All right, I got a question for you because I'm off. You have a really good receiving core coming back. Then you get Noah Walker, you get DJ Wilkins, you get Rocket Demery. So you'll probably have 6 really good wide receivers. How do you spread the ball around to keep everybody happy?
Well, I really like coaches put me in a position to where I make the decision, and I've really spread out the ball a wide amount like throughout my receivers. I think it was Mission Hills last game. I had like I threw the ball to like 8 different receivers, and I threw for like 200 something yards. So it's not really like, oh, that's my guy, I'm throwing it to him. Like I really spread the ball out evenly, and that just comes with like what the play is as well. So I spread it out evenly.
So one more, Paul.
Oh, sure.
We talked about how you have these incredible numbers and do all these incredible things and don't seem to get the recognition. It's almost the same with Coach Cobb's, I think, to a point.
Oh, good point.
I mean, I remember Granite Hills as being a doormat till he got there, and I think he's just I don't know if you could argue that anybody's done a better job at any school anywhere building, because it's not like you're a private school, you're a public school in El Cajon pretty much. So how does he do it? And how did he do it?
I really have no clue. He really like Granite Hills was down like bottom. Now we're up here. He's done like a really great job, but he's like I said, he like really put trust into his players, and like he pushes us. Same thing with Coach Vinny as well. He's our DC. They both push us to be like the best we can be. But I think it's really just come with like trust and relationship. That's what really like brought the program up, most definitely.
Well, I would also argue that it's our guests that we're talking to that is a big reason why the program is. I mean, Granite Hills, whether you want to admit it or not out there in TV land, they're one of the elite programs in the county.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, if you had named the top 10 teams in the county, they're going to be in that conversation.
They're gonna be
Probably in the
top
top three or top five, or certainly the top five. Top three, I could make a real good argument for.
We could, yeah, the top, yeah. Top,
So, but the
top
point,
three seem to be
all
the
right,
top
but
three
the
every year.
point of the matter is, you're a big part of that, whether you acknowledge it or not. Am I wrong?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you got to have the guy that stirs the straw that stirs the drink. So, what happens after you? Who's going to be the? I know it's still a little early to talk about that because you got 2 more years. But what's the future at quarterback for Granite Hills after you?
We have these 2 eighth graders coming in their freshman year, and I've like throughout practices I work out with them, and then like I give them like knowledge and talk to them throughout practice about plays and reads, and obviously they're like a little shy at first, but I'm still trying to get them to like be more comfortable so I could talk to them, so that way when I leave there they're in good hands, and I believe like one name is Bradley, and the other one I forgot what his name is, but he played at Valencia Park. But they're both really solid, so I think Granite will be in good hands when I'm out.
But in this day and age, it's going to be one's going to win the job and one's going to leave.
One's going to transfer.
Kind of like Pablo and Max. I mean, you don't have room for 2 players anymore, and you're allowed to leave now.
That was a shame that those guys broke up, man. They were so damn funny together that I was sad to see that happen. I get why, but I was sad to see it happen.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, they're funny, and they were funny talking about you, by the way. I wanted to ask a question, and you interrupted me.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I know. I want to go back to the college question because you know what I want to have happen is someone of your status to say, you know what, I can go here, I can go there, and I have a lot
He
of
does
places
have a
I can-
state offer. That's where you're going. He has the same.
Well, can I finish the question?
I know, but
Or
I always like
you
to
ask, all right. Just then you ask the question.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. We argue a lot. We're kind of like Max and Pablo.
I want someone like you to stay close to home and help turn the tide for San Diego State. It's a guy like you that could do it. Is that something that you will even consider as you get closer to making your college decision?
Yeah, most definitely, because I mean they were my first offer, so they were like early in the recruiting process, and it's a hometown. I mean, there's nothing better than staying in San Diego, and I don't think my family would mind it either, because I'm gonna be right here next to them. So it's definitely like a decision to make, but I wouldn't mind at all being a hometown hero.
Well, that's music to my ears.
You know what? Just so you know, we're going to replay this in 2 years when he comes on KO or PPR to do his commitment. We're going to play this over and over on loop.
Well, no, you know what? Because this is a different kid. So, Zach, and I, listen, there's 1,000 factors in it, and I get at the end of the day you might want to leave home. But if a bunch of kids like yourself could reach that decision, that's more important than even.
And getting people in the stands.
Yeah, well, you know, but that would come with a bunch of local kids playing.
I agree.
All right.
I agree. Can I get?
Yeah, please.
You're hogging the conversation.
Zach, I'm going to shut
Zach,
up
he
for a
must
while.
like you because he usually lets me lead, and now he's just all over.
Go.
You must like him.
Do it.
All right, Zach, tell me, again, we talked about, I could say top 3 programs in the county, and you guys are, it's usually the same 3, and it's not a secret to anybody at this point. I'm not going to say I'm going to get anybody mad because that's what happens.
Yeah.
What is it? You win the Open, then you win Division I, and then now this, obviously, when you're the top programs in the county, I asked some of the other ones, if they don't win Open, or they consider the season a failure. Is that a true thing?
To me personally, I believe it is. Like I have high standards for not only myself but the team as well. So our goal is Open, and then after that it's state. But I feel like, I mean, D1 is still fine, but that's not what we want, and we know like that's not our like goal. Like our goal is Open Division. Like we have to get there no matter what.
I got another weird question.
Go.
All right, who's a better coach, Coop or Nick Barnett?
Ooh. Be careful, son.
Yeah, be careful. They're going to watch it.
I mean, I love both of them. You know, they're both like great coaches, but I'd have to go with Coach Coop, to be honest.
Why is that?
I mean, I've been with him since 11U and then all the way to 13U, and we're still like in contact here and there, like talking. Because I'm also friends with his son Kai, because we played youth together. But I mean, they both have like great knowledge of the game. They both won. They both played in the NFL. You know, they're both like great coaches, so they both give me good input. So I mean, they're both great coaches, but I would say Coach Coop just mainly because like I have more of a connection with him.
All right, I got a follow-up question.
Go.
Don't lie now either. You never heard of Fran Tarkington. You ever heard of Air McNair. Before somebody told you, did you know Nick Barnett or Coop? Had you ever heard them?
I knew of Coop because like my family we're Chargers fan and he played for the Chargers, but Nick Barnett, I'm gonna be honest, I did not know.
Man, we are old.
Can I tell you something about Coop? Because I was still working sports and still actually going to games back then. He still scares me. He's a nice man, and I would trust my kids with him. But I'll tell you what,
He's intense.
You could see how he would fill the hole with a rather nasty attitude. He was one of those guys that kind of liked it. I mean, he liked the contact.
He's intense.
Yeah, I mean, I always stand up a little straighter and squeeze his hand a little harder, and I try to, I just don't want to upset him. He's still scared.
Yeah, and you know what people don't get? He's brilliant. I remember I had a debate with him over youth football back in the day, and I was just like, man, this guy is smart.
Yeah, well,
I found out a gun for once.
No, they're not like us, bro.
I know. I'm easy time.
We got into sports because
we couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, we're incapable of, like, I could not make a living doing anything else. I'm trained to do nothing.
Me too.
I could hit a tennis ball back in the day, and now I can't even do
Zach,
that.
take note.
Yeah. Be versatile. Well, along those lines, Zach, what if the football thing all dries up? What are you going to do with your life?
I like what I want, like what I'm thinking about majoring in right now is either business or like something in the medical field, like becoming a nurse, because I want to like follow my mom's footsteps. Right now, she's a RN. So those are like my two options as of now. This later future might change up, but those are like the plan Bs.
Share some stories your mom has shared with you about being an RN. I've had people in the medical profession in my family who use their experiences, be it in a trauma center or whatnot, talking about, hey, you don't want to mess up with your life or, drive when you're drinking, things like that, because this could happen. And, when you see a leg being amputated when you're in high school, boy, that's a memory that sticks with you for a long, long time. Does your mom, I don't want to use the word scared straight, but does she use any of those medical stories to tell you to fly straight?
There's definitely a lot of stories that she told me. It's not like really like scary. I would say I'm more like interested and just like I want to hear more of it. This is not. I don't like want to sound weird about it, but I just like hearing about like what goes on because there's different stories with every single person that she works with, so it's like, really interesting.
Well, yeah. I mean, tell us about your mom. Tell us about what she does for a living and the respect that you have for that.
It's a lot of respect. She's right now. I think she works at like a psychiatric hospital, which is like with like psychos or whatever, something like that.
Psychiatric hospital, yeah.
Yeah. And she's obviously done a lot of working to get to be able to get that title, and it's a lot of respect to her because she had to raise me, my sister, and then we had I think like I had three other brothers in the house, and so I had two sisters and three other brothers in the household. So she had to go to school, get her degree, and then now she's working, and like being able to like get all of that and still get your degree and get the job, like that's a big thing, and I respect that for her a lot, and like I'm proud of her definitely.
Man, that's hard.
Dude, you just described a superhero.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And all those kids, she had to go home to a psych hospital.
Yeah. I was
psych hospital,
but
back
no,
to home to psych hospital.
You just described a superhero. I don't care how great a player you become, you're not going to be able to equal what she just did. I hope you realize that.
Yeah, most definitely. She got it for real.
Wow. Have I met her? I probably haven't met your mom yet.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
At the gala, you better I want to meet her. Please.
Okay, I will most definitely.
Yeah, please.
If you followed Zach on social, you know she's his biggest fan and posts all his stuff.
I do follow Zach on social.
You need to be more engaged.
Well, I try not to be a creeper, Zach. Listen, we said we'd keep you for 25 minutes. It's 25 minutes. Best piece of advice you've ever received in your career. What is it? Who gave it to you?
I got it from my dad. He's obviously a mentor, and like he's always having long talks with me, just like make sure I'm doing good. But the best piece of advice would be just keep your head down and just keep working. Like block all the noise out, no matter like social media, what other people say. Just keep your head down and keep working. Because at the end of the day, it's you. Like it's what you achieve and like what you want to do. It's not what everybody thinks about you and everything. So just keep your head down and keep working.
I think that is a conversation. You got anything else you want to add?
I was going to say for Zach to embarrass him, can you clip that when he was a freshman at that Madison game, his interview where he was deer in the headlights and they put it up?
No.
Because you're so much better now. It's good to see the progression.
You're a great conversationalist,
Yeah,
young
you're
man.
good now.
And don't listen to him. I tune him out. You talk about tuning out noise. I barely even hear what he's saying. Zach, he's going to call you with my phone number and email.
I'm going to text you, Zach.
You're going to text you. I need two things from you, and I need them as quickly as possible. I want pictures of your mom, especially if you have some of her in her scrubs, and of your family, okay? Because we're going to talk about her. And then your 7-on-7 outfits. And then throw in any of your photographs that you own of you playing, your best still photography, the shots that you, when you are bored, that you like to look at of yourself, that I can put on our social media clips. This is the way it works, son. I'm going to post this whole interview in about 15 minutes on YouTube and on the Fox 5 Now app. Then later this afternoon, I'm going to start posting clips on social media that you've probably seen over the years on Instagram, PPR, my page, whatnot. And there'll be about 3 or 4 clips that I put pictures over the top of. And those are the pictures I want, because I'm going to talk about your 7-on-7 outfits and your mom for sure. We're also going to talk about your football, so I need those pictures as well.
Okay.
And I need them like in 15 minutes or as soon as you can get them.
I already sent him your email.
All right, so he's already sent them to me. And young man, I want you to know it's been a delight. You know you're on our radar as we get closer to all the big things, and you're certainly going to be up for a lot of awards this year and next on the PPR. And it's been a pleasure to get to know you over these last 27 minutes and 36 seconds.
That's long for us.
All right, Zach Benitez, PPR Podcast 227, over. Turn off the machines, everybody.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah.